Nope. Hello, everyone. We're back. Why isn't my game going? There you go. Why is my... Need more bullets. Bullets. I actually think there's another mannequin in this room. I was wrong. No, I wasn't. But I wasn't entirely right. I need to peel off more. Something more. Blood close. I was looking outside, but it is in me. There's someone inside me. Yeah, Jeremy, there's someone inside them. Health drink. Hell yeah. Back up to 7. Hell yeah. It is me. I am inside me. Yeah, Jeremy admits it. There you go. Mystery solved, guys. Time for James to crawl through a hole. Bloody apple. 60 calories per can. Those are some big cans, actually. Canned juice. Alright, let's toss these in here. Sick. I like how the solution to that puzzle is in the same room as also, none of these are plugged in. Please don't leave any personal belongings. But look, none of them are plugged in. Waste of fucking apple drink. Yeah. It was a waste. You know what? I'd do it again, too. Rita, what are your thoughts on apple drink? Sounds delightful. Well, I have a fun fact for you. Wintrig, she hates apples. Hates them. Not hate like you hate food either. She considers them her mortal enemies. Exactly. Where the fuck is this coin? There it is. I got it. Do I only need 3 coins, or do I need all 5? I don't remember. Coin, woman. Three bright coins in the 5 holes B. Okay, so we need 3. Answers that question. First sits the maiden under the tree. The wind from behind the maiden doth blow. A beautiful flower has grown. And here comes the man, sleek and so fine, in the pale moonlight does his light shine. Alright. Alright, okay. The man doth approach, his blade now revealed, his face disappears behind shining steel. There we go. Away from the man doth the maiden flee, towards the flower, away from the tree. There you go. Where once grew a flower, a venomous glee, where once was a maiden, but a stone doth be. Oops. And over her grave the man doth remain, his blade never met the vile serpent's vein. The beast who its teeth in her flesh doth bore, he who has failed, she is no more. Now unto you falls a grievous chore. Who carries the blame for what fate had in store? She misconstrued the man. The man did nothing to alleviate her fear, and the snake was just being a snake. So what do you guys think? Man, woman, or snake? Or was it the flower? Think we can put the flower up there? I don't know if there's a right answer here, but... Alright, Winchick says man. Alright, there you go. Done. 201. No, there is no wrong answer, Wintrick. Alright. Room 201, where was that? I was on the far side of the apartment. Okay, we just gotta go up this side. Cool. Unironically, those choices affect the answer. You picked that chance. Of course you did. Of course you did. I agree. What the fuck that sound was. We've arrived at room 201. Wasn't this a nice, posh looking apartment compared to the rest of them? This room looks weirdly familiar. Alright, back up to 8. Excellent. That's a creepy door, yo. Just hang out in the bedroom till when she leaves for work. Didn't they give him eyes in the Return to Silent Hill movie? Good thing those bullets don't ricochet. Taking my doll with me. Well, if it makes you feel better, they, both Resident Evil 2 and Silent Hill, Return to Silent Hill, which is a Silent Hill 2 movie, both got their villains wrong. Alright, have fun at work. The Nemesis was also done wrong. Do you guys ever have a door just open to a empty spot between your apartment? Oh, okay, now we start the speed running, guys. Realistically, though, Wintrig's hype aside, this game is actually pretty phenomenal. You'll notice that the layout is very similar, but there's something off about, like, everything. It's all wet and rusted. Also, there's a huge, like, fucking slash mark through that door. Is it raining out? What is raining? But look, the water's running up. That's an interesting thing I never noticed before. Yeah, except on the top window, it's running down. Weird. Oh, it's exactly like Dude's apartment? Maybe after he, like, took too much medication. The resale value is going to be abysmal. I don't know. Have you seen this toilet? This toilet. It's a great toilet. Approved toilet. She does love the other world, so I don't think you're far off on that assessment. So, if you guys didn't gather it, we have entered the other world. Okay. Enemy. Oh, we're in the Blue Creek apartments now. Not the Woodside, but the Blue Creek. Okay, so the problem with the Blue Creek apartments is that enemies start getting stronger here. Do you see this fuck here? He's gonna do something different now. He's gonna vomit at me from a distance like an asshole. I am playing like absolute crap. How the fuck? How did that hit me? Come on! Okay, then you want to get away from them because when they die, they... What? He fell on the ground! Anyway, when they fall down... I'm just gonna use a syringe. That's fucking bullshit. Anyway, when they fall on the ground, they vomit up into the air around them. How did I do so bad against that? Is this also one of Pia's favorite enemies? I think she loves every enemy in this game. Yeah, it's definitely not sanitary. Utility room. Alright, run into the door, James. There you go. They also love hiding mannequins in these areas. See, look at them skulk about there like a little asshole. And then they pair them with those enemies. Just help right there. Why didn't it give that to me? Fuck that mannequin guy. I actually don't even see it. I know it's hiding somewhere around there because it's gonna ambush you when you try to get this dude. Okay, come on over. I don't stay up until 4 a.m. sleeping. Wait. Oh, dude. The couch is melted. Does that make sense? Sometimes it's okay to waste a bullet if you're just trying to lure them out. Because yeah, I knew the mannequin was there. I didn't know exactly where. And had I have gone straight to fight this enemy, that mannequin would have come out to try to fuck on me. Well, this guy's spitting acid at me. It's not a fun time. I mean, maybe it's a fun time. Maybe you guys like having acid spit at you. I don't know. I'm not a doctor. Okay, we're coming out of room 204. 205 is across the hall to our left. As you can see, the Woodside Apartments is fairly lengthy. We probably won't finish it in its entirety today. Mostly because I do have to get up and take breaks. Oh. The Moth Room. The M Room for Moth. We'll mark down that room. Also, Windtrigger likes to yell at me for not running more, but you know what? Fuck it. I don't like running through areas I haven't been through already because oh. Well, that's kind of creepy. Don't like that. Anyway, I don't like to run through areas I haven't been through before because I don't have good reaction time, and I hate running into mannequins because they hurt. You want to pick that up? Yeah, there we go. Health drink, back up to 9. Hell yeah. Dial M for Moth. Alright, look at this. Scott. Exactly. This game looks fantastic, and you miss so many details when you're sprinting everywhere. And I love looking at things and just exploring. Henry fears Scott. He'll run from him and hide. He's fled to the west, to the other side. But here comes Mildred with unknown intent. Scott lies face down, blind to her descent. Dude, why wouldn't you look at her? That's fucked. Fist fight the grandfather clock? But yeah, the game is absolutely gorgeous, and I want to show as much off the stream as I can. So like, even though these are dank and gross apartments, the graphics are good enough to like show off just that they're dank and gross apartments. So this is back room 203 that we couldn't get into before. Also fairly certain that there is a mannequin somewhere in this room. I seem to remember there being one in here. Just wait though, the mannequins are gonna have some really weird like hiding places. Like you'll see them like curved up. See there's one right there. Probably not worth the bullet if I can do that, but that's fine. Anyway, that one there was just kind of folded up in the middle of the room like a fucking asshole, but sometimes they'll be like curled up in like a corner over here. It'll be hard to see them. They do a really good job of hiding them, but at the same time, a really frustrating job of hiding them. Oh, we got our syringe back. Burgers! They're from Happy Burger! Happy Burger exists in the other world. You'll love to see it. Bloober Team did a great job with this to make you want to play their game Chronos. So, Bloober Team did do an amazing job with this. When they announced that Bloober was going to be working on this, a lot of people groaned because they thought it was going to be bad. Because Bloober tends to be very... Well, a lot of people tend to miss on their games, and that they don't really like them. I've only played the medium, I think they did. And, okay, there you go. Bug hit me. I didn't even see it. I actually liked the medium. I think that was by them. But yeah. Anyway. But a lot of people don't like their games. They think that they play it too safe, or they don't do enough to make the games really engaging. Which, you know, fair criticism. Layers of Fear, right? So Layers of Fear is another one. So they did really good with the walking sim games. They do really well with the walking sim games, where they're trying to tell a narrative story while a character walks through an area, which isn't entirely a bad thing, but a lot of people tend to not like that specific style, so they get a lot of shit for that. Also, optimization has been an issue for them in the past, which it continues into this game, unfortunately. But I think Bloober... One thing that the Bloober team does have going for it is that they actually gave a damn about Silent Hill 2. Did they do the Blair Witch game that came out a few years ago? Because I haven't heard anything about that other than the usual. Some people really loved it, some people fucking hated it. I always intended to play it, but never got around to it. Like so many other games. Although I personally liked the way it looked. One thing Bloober does do really well is they do graphics pretty damn good. they're pretty solid in graphics. But yeah, Bloober is also doing, what I'm trying to say is, unfortunately, Silent Hill 2 being a amazing remake, they did a fantastic job because they obviously gave a damn about the series, and whatnot. Not all of their games are as reflective of that as this. So just keep that in mind when you play their other games. No, that's not to say they're bad, just they're not as slam dunk good as this was, if that makes sense. Okay, we're back to 10. Okay. We're looking good. Time to immediately lose to something. Something came through and killed all these things. They nailed the atmosphere really well too. There's one big issue with the sound Remake 2 you have. It's possible, absolutely innocent, also possible spoilers. You won't mention it in chat. Okay, perfect. Thank you. Also, why does this stuff look like fucking tarp? Anyway, so yeah, they knocked it out of the park with Silent Hill 2 remake for the most part. But one of the big complaints that, you're probably not 100% gonna get the same quality from their other games, which is also subjective in a way too, because maybe you will. Maybe you'll find just as much or more enjoyment in the other ones. It happens. But they are working on a Silent Hill 1 remake. And if they can knock Silent Hill 1 out of the park the way they did Silent Hill 2, I'm excited, because Silent Hill 1 is a game that's really hard to play right now, only because it is tank controls, essentially. Okay, I think there's a mannequin hiding down here. But yeah, I'm really excited to replay the Silent Hill 1 remake. Okay, so I know Silent Hill Shattered Memories is kind of a Silent Hill 1 remake in a way. It's more of a retelling or a reimagining of it. And we did play Shattered Memories on stream. You can find my playthrough of that on YouTube if you want to watch it. It was interesting, but very, very weird. It's not a game I want to revisit at any point either. Mostly because it's on the Wii. I'm not big on restreaming Wii games simply because playing them is a pain in the ass. Although if I could ever get like one of the other versions to work, I might play it through that. But I wasn't able to get a stable version of the PS2 version to work, so I think it was PS2. Dude, something came through and just murdered the fuck out of all these creatures. Mario and Sonic at the Olympics for the Wii. I don't think that has a story to it, does it? Because I don't really like playing games that don't have story. Okay, this is room 306. We'll need a key for that later. Alright. Oh shit, okay. So... this... Okay, so the hole in the wall leads into the boiler room. I think this is the boiler room. I don't know what the fuck this is supposed to be. Help drink! Alright, we're finally... Everything's coming up Millhouse. Health drink, bullets. Alright. Also on PS2 and PSP. I never tried the PSP version. Not the birdie boiler. Ah! I never tried the PSP version. Maybe I'll see if I can get that working. I've had decent luck with the PSP emulator, so... Mario and Sonic are at the Winter Olympic Games. Yeah, okay, but that's not really a story. That's just a setting and them being there. What? What is this? Is this just another way into the boiler room? Oh. So it is. I think this might actually be useful for later. When you're trying to come through here and dodge around enemies. You don't want to fight everything. Which, I don't really want to fight everything. Oh shit, 307. Okay. I see a red door and I want it painted part. Okay, that leads me back into room 305. Okay, well, let's go explore that real quick. Alright, fine. I didn't want to leave this room anyway. Although, unfortunately, guys, we're getting a mass amount of slowdown again. So whatever I did to fix the graphics didn't help. And, like, this is a massive amount of stuttering. Like, game's running at, like, a noticeable, far less amount of frames here. 306. Okay, once we get another save point, I gotta reload the game. Dead. Damn it. Fuck. Oh, and that and the slowdown is really bad. I have to reload the game. Why is my light off? I keep turning my light off. It's sitting at the same rating as the PS2 ROM, but it has more reviews. You have a possible fix for me? Is it a mod? Because I've looked at getting the mods, but I fucked with my settings first, and it seemed to be better. Okay. Fuck off! Damn it. Come on! I fucking dodged! I hate these fucking things. Oh, strange it is. Mario and Sonic at the Olympics should have an all-naked mod. Wouldn't it just be Sonic? I might like keep turning off. You think that'll fix it? Alright, we'll try that here once I get to another save point then. Okay. Once we get to the save point, we'll do that. What the? There's a clock end in it. That's a big chain. I wonder if I have ray tracing turned on currently. I kind of turned off anyway, just because it was one of the settings that I thought might make the game run better. It is break time, so we're going to take our break, and then we're going to come back, find a save point. We'll try that on the next one, and we'll be right back. Don't go anywhere.